Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a cold Agborough Stadium in Kidderminster. I'm Mikey Burrows, and this is coverage of the under-23s against Middlesbrough. Quite a few changes that have had to be made to the under-23s lineup for this one. There's quite a few players with the first team group at the minute, so the side looks very different to that against Doncaster in the EFL Trophy. Andreas Sondergaard continues. Nigel Lundvik, Oliver Tipton and Cyriac Mayunga, the back three. Hugo Bueno are the wing backs. Luke Cundall, Taylor Perry and young Owen Hesketh in midfield. Theo Corbett, Connor Carty, the two up top for Wolves. On the bench, Pascal Estrada, Raphael Nair, Hongwan and Jack Hodnett. Against the middle, top of the table in PL2 Division 2. They were beaten by Albion last time out. They have been strong contenders though in 7 games of this competition, and they will be hoping to continue their strong form. Luke Cundall, armband it seems. Ready to go. Connor Carty. Defeat away at Sunderland last time out in PL2 Division 2. The game they very much dominated in possession, weren't able to really to win that game. Ended up being 2-0 down. A late penalty gave them some. They'll hope to get back to winning ways in PL2 Division 2 this afternoon. And away we go. And immediately with a high one out towards Oscar Burr. He came off the bench and a day later was captaining the under-18s and actually I think scored in a come from behind victory against Liverpool at the Compton training ground. So Jack Hayward training ground sponsored by Fosun. Middlesbrough have Zach Hemming in goal, Joe Gibson, Kane Sykes, Jack Robinson and their back four, Hayden Hackney holding in midfield, Isaiah Cornett and Isaac Fletcher. And then ahead of them Alberto Balde, Isaiah Jones, and the main striker is Burrell. And this is Balde. Field. Cornet. Lundvik read the situation. Middlesbrough starting at pace. Balde back to Gibson. Sykes cross to Robinson. Kokolo blocked off by Wolves, who are, oh, that's a loose little touch, and Mayunga couldn't get the Burrell, and it's on to Balde, and it's into the side netting. Big did to Middlesbrough, really. Andreas Sondergaard did well to come big. Maybe just did enough to put off Alberto Balde. Airing opportunity missed by Middlesbrough, who have started at a real pace. With a flick on. Corbianu, Carty chasing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Nearly bounced for him to take it in his stride. Similar against Doncaster, putting pressure on defenders. Hugo Bueno won't manage to get there. Click on Taylor Perry. Looking towards Carty. Good strong header down for Corbiano. Oscar Burr racing up in support. Just enough of a block in there. Let's try and get their shape again as Middlesbrough come pouring forwards. Stepping in and doing a decent defensive job there. Started off the season pretty impressively, Nigel Lonvite. He's had a little bit of an injury, he's kept him out. Bueno for Perry. Mayunga to Tipton. Him today, filling in for Christian Marcos. Mayunga asking a bit too much of Hugo Bueno. So there are a couple of names involved today that you might not have seen too much of. So Owen Hesketh in midfield is one, only 8. Arrived at the club from Man City back in July. Qualifies to play Wales. It's from Manchester. Came from City, but he was a United fan. Rates Pulse, childhood hero. Bueno couldn't quite keep. It's been a real tale this season of Wolves promoting players. They're already one of the youngest sides around at under 23 level, but even more youngsters getting the move up. Faith being shown in the academy. They've got some defending to do at the minute, the current under 23s. Jones, switch it to Gibson. Gibson fancying having too much on it. Looks like the rain has eased off a little bit. It's been consistent over the last couple of hours since we've been here. Carty's flick on, touchdown by Hackney. Colo forwards. Van Beek was coming across to cover, but it will be. Colo to take. Good strong foot in. Burr will try and clear and get the benefit of the throw. Lonvite to Tipton. Yeah, a little bit forwards. Cundle. Hesketh. Couldn't get a full control on it. Isaiah Jones for Middlesbrough. He had support. Fletcher. Oscar Burr did enough. Mayunga for Tipton. Lonvite. Cundle into the feet of Carty. Bit of a heavy touch from him. All forwards by Sykes. Lonvite with the interception. Oscar Burr. On his left, this is Mayunga. Mayunga, the Corbiano short. Balde. Hackney. Trying to get Jones away down the left-hand side, but Sondergaard will come out. Shepherded to him by his Hello, Danish countryman Oscar Burt. Mayunga to Tipton. Again, happy to carry the ball here, Oliver Tipton. He's carried it a long way, and then out Corbiano. Just too much on the pass. Much high there, Theo Corbiano. Condal. Had Hesketh coming short. Goes backwards to Lonvik. Tipton. There's Oscar Burt. Support from Hesketh. Now Condal takes over. Cartier's made the run too high for him. It'll find its way to Bueno. Bueno fancies a go. Enough of a deflection. Fancied having a go on his weaker foot. He will be the deepest Wolves man now. As Mayunga forwards from the corner, Perry and Hesketh on the edge of the area. Corbiano's on. A couple of late runners coming now as Condal delivers deep towards Lonvik. Clearly with only Carty in and around the goalkeeper before that ball was delivered. Fletcher, put in by Condal. Battling hard here, Luke Condal wins the free kick. Lonvik. Good to see him back. Oliver Tipton. Lonvik down the line. Corbiano. Near the ball today. Mayunga. Bueno. Hugo Bueno. Corbiano just about found Condal. Corbiano taking it forwards again. Having to ride a couple of challenges. Did well though. He's got support from Hesketh if he needs it. He managed to dig out across, but behind for the goal kick. Early stages. Stadium in Kidderminster. Beat Burnley on the opening weekend against Stoke and another against Fulham on the side of a home defeat to Colo for Middlesbrough. Cross came Lonvik, ball had already gone out. Younger asked a lot of Tipton there, who had to be alert. Party with a flick on. Bueno to keep it in. Lundvik in for the challenge. Perry, back to Mayunga. Pass to find Taylor Perry. First chance for him to get involved, finding Bueno. Bueno trying to go on the outside of his man. Gibson stuck to the task. Perry, Corbiano, not for the first time. Just from the Wolves player has lost possession. Balde. Here he is again, Alberto Balde. Closed down by Taylor. Backwards to Kane Sykes. Robinson. Wide for William Kokolo. Closed down by... Oh, Middlesbrough to try and build again. Now go comfortably. Here's Mayunga. Challenging by Kundal. With the clearance wide for Burr. In field, picked up by Roman Burrell. When I got a touch on this, so he's having to track back. Carty, suspicion of an arm in there. But again though, they've been putting pressure on Wolves. They've just been a touch sloppy at times. Need to keep their composure. Make sure those passes reach. Gibson. Balde backwards to interception by Lundvik. Now Corbiano. Happy to beat one, and he's beaten two. Strong run this by Theo Corbiano. He needs it, he goes alone. Shot come cross really. The penalty area. Corbiano had driven such a distance. That's the quality that Theo Corbiano has. So comfortable. Try and run it forwards. Bit of play of the game, really. But here's Hesketh. Oh, loose one back to him by Corbiano. And Burr was out of position, having raced forwards. This is Burrell. Up against Lundvik. Blocked off by Luke Kundal. Lundvik to Balde. Gibson had gone on the overlap. Balde in field. All standing firm. Hackney to Rob. Kokolo. Fletcher on the turn. Picking out Gibson. Ready, and he's gone for a second, and this time he's picked out the far corner. For Middlesbrough. He gave Wolves a warning shot. This time, cutting in field and curling superbly. Sondergaard. And the league leaders are in front at Agborough.
Goal scorer for Middlesbrough, number 2, Joe Gibson.
Wolves behind. Situation they've found themselves in a couple of times. Here's Hugo Bueno. Corbiano. Happy to try and run on the outside of his man, Theo Corbiano. Still going. In Bueno got there. Didn't make the connection that he wanted. Chance to try and build again. There's a good ball in by Corbiano. Lundvik. Hesketh for tip. Lundvik taking it on. He's got Burr infield. Corbiano wide. That's a good ball in. Carty almost got in each other's way there. And the goal scorer, closed down by Perry. Middlesbrough throw. Robinson. Kokolo. And switch the play towards Balde. Gibson again forwards. Alberto Balde. Early ball in. All headed away by Tipton. Oh, and real late challenge on Luke Cundle. You could hear the scream. The game will be paused to check that Luke has picked himself up. It was a chilling scream. The referee is going to have a little word here in with his assistant referees and a card coming out for Hayden. Middlesbrough's number 4 into the referee's notebook. Sondergaard forwards. Fletcher trying to set Jones away. Lomvik with him for Isaiah Jones. That's a bit too much of Kokolo and Lomvik. Younger for Tipton. It's going to go straight to Gibson. Balde. Fletcher to Kokolo. Wide out to Isaiah Jones. This time delivers right-footed. Bueno. Well. Perry for Corbiano. Stuck tight to him. For Tipton. Lomvik. Support from Tipton again. This is Mayunga. By Balde. Mayunga trying to switch it early towards Burr. Turned by Isaiah Jones. Lomvik trying to get back to him. Middlesbrough looking the more comfortable at the moment. Joe Gibson. Balde. Gibson on the overlap. To Fletcher. Sykes to Hackney. Kokolo, a lot of time and space to control the. Eventually got across to him. But we'll run it out of play. An awful lot of defending for the under-23s to do so far. And still yet more as Burrell has a go. All blocked by Tipton. Corbiano. Decided he's going to try and make some. Rather ran into Hayden Hackney and then clipped his feet as he went past. Hayden Hack. Robinson. Trying to feed it in behind. Got the interception at the very least, but much heavier touch than he was. A bit of a lucky bounce found Fletcher. Gibson forced a bit wider than he wanted to. Balde. Hackney. Wolves have all 10 outfield players. Third at the minute. Robinson. Ball can go wide to Jones. Back infield to Fletcher. Again to Gibson. He's been the danger. Didn't quite get his cross right that time, thankfully. Bueno for Perry. Perry setting the play. Showed too much of it to Kokolo, but Oscar Burr was there to win it back. Here comes Burr. Defenders in red shirts around him. Wolves maybe need to up their tempo here. That from Taylor Perry a minute ago. Because at the minute, Middlesbrough all their own way. Offside flag against Corbiano. This is Gibson. Tipped in to intercept. Mayunga. Held off Balde. Kundal finding Burr. Back to Lonfai. Which was on to Mayunga. Mayunga's going to carry it forwards. Wolves have numbers forwards for the first time in a couple of minutes. Kundal going to try and pick out an excellent run of wasn't a bad effort from Luke Kundal. Spotted the run. Shape as Kokolo trying to find Burrell. Tipton's header. Long defending by Luke Kundal and Perry finding Mayunga. For Tipton. Balde against Mayunga. Cross came Tipton. It will be a corner. Oliver Tipton just 17. Nigel Lonvay 17. 18 now. Sarek Mayunga at 20 and Oscar Burr at 22. This team having to do yet more defending. And a Perry who got it clear. Gibson's ball back in. Lonvike's header went backwards. To the team, Carty and Corbiano are both 18. 18. Kundal's 18, Taylor Perry 19. Hugo Bueno just 18. They are learning a lesson at the minute. Really dug deep to get there in front of his man, and he's done well to turn away from. Trying to release Carty. Hesketh's trying to get up with him in support. Carty. Oh, and it was a Corbiano arriving. Out of Theo Corbiano. Just couldn't make the connection. What a good run though by Connor Carty, released by Hugo Bueno. He could have got more than studs on that. Wolves might have got themselves back on level. Maybe they'll feel like they've weathered a bit of the storm. Can grow into this. Bueno. Strong run by Bueno again. He's trying to turn back onto his left foot. Balde. Just about. There's Kokolo. Robinson. To the goal scorer, Gibson. Fletcher. There's Gibson again for Middlesbrough. Switching to Kokolo. They've used the Agbra pitch better than Wolves so far. Almost tackled. Middlesbrough throw. The reason I mentioned some of the ages of some of their youth, but relatively inexperienced this level too, with Christian Marquez and Lewis training with the first team at the minute alongside the likes of Owen Otazawi. This is Cornet. Balde. Sondergaard called and Sondergaard claimed. Arnie either today, no Chem Campbell too. A couple of injury concerns amongst the 23s group. All of the players have been training with the first team squad. Team being away on international duty as well, so hold-up has been tricky. Kundal for Bueno. Balde got a cross in front of him and frustration. 10 minutes to go until half-time. Kundal backwards. Sondergaard trying to pick out Bueno. Be enough touch to find Taylor Perry. The throw. Gets it back. Hackney. A little trip. Robinson. Burr with the. Here comes Oscar Burr. Rather dissected Corbiano and Carty. And suddenly, Wolves. The chase on for Isaiah Jones and Lonvai. Support from Kokolo. Wolves nil, Middlesbrough 1. Sondergaard short to Tipton. Back to Andreas Sondergaard. Here comes Tipton. It's unfortunate he couldn't find Bueno. Roman Burrell. Hackney. But passed it straight to Connor Carty. Carty. Oh, Yanu coming up in support there. He must have got a shout. He wasn't. Connor Carty thought he was. And again, Wolves getting themselves into a decent. Able to take advantage of the few times the ball in promising positions. Balde. Gibson forwards again. Perry tracking with him. Perry with the block. For Gibson. Robinson. Kokolo. Trying to whip it in from deep. Tipton there ahead of Burrell. Isaiah corner. My youngest touch took it to Balde. Burrell. Blocked off by Cundle. But it just first half. Sondergaard's clearance. This is Luke Cundle. Looked up and has managed to pick out Hugo. Just about held on to it. Tipton. Manu. Lonvite got a foot in. Hesker trying to take it on the turn. Manu. Burr. Hesketh again. Here's Corby. Bueno was calling for it on the left. It's found. Bueno beats his man. Deep delivery. Oh, to nod it down there. Hesketh was waiting inside the 6-yard box. Forwards and Isaiah Jones trying to take advantage. Burrell. Jones took a tumble over the Nigel Lonvite. Wolves need to stand firm in the final minutes of the half. It's been difficult going so far. Hackney and Rob, the two stood over the ball. Robinson, the big defender. Hackney the right. It'll be Hackney to strike. And strike. It beats Andreas Sondergaard, who could only fly into the back of his net. Middlesbrough double their advantage.
For Hayden Hackney.
Got to give credit for the strike. It's a beautiful hit. Wolves 2-0 down at home against the league leaders. A lot for James Collins to do at half-time to his team. Not quite been at it. My younger for Tipton. Just a little touch from Fletcher, took it away. Who was in an advanced position. Lonvite's header. Fletcher holding off Cundle. Burr. Oscar Burr. Carty. Corbiano on towards Perry. Touch behind him, but some of the best play Wolves have crafted in the first half. One turn got them moving forwards. Going to need to see plenty more of that in the second half. Let's get back. Tipton from a younger. Looking to switch the play, but not enough on that pass. Fletcher trying to set Jones away. A lot of problems down that Middlesbrough left, and Lonvik in too strongly for the referee. Last minute of the half. Middlesbrough in no rush, but very happy with their first 45 minutes work. Perry and Kundal, the men closest to it. Header away was by Lonvik. It's going to come in again though. Thankfully just too high for Kane. Referee taking a look at the watch and maybe signalling there will be. Yeah, 1 minute being added on.
Created a minimum of 1 minute added time. 1 minute.
Tipton having to go backwards to Sondergaard, who's had to pick the ball up. Hasn't had a lot to do aside from that. Middlesbrough definitely been on the attack more, and it's Burrell looking for a third. The deflection just. Real threats towards Middlesbrough. Wolves off to put themselves in difficult positions, and they did so again there. As the corner's already been taken. Fletcher fancies a go. Oh, Sondergaard got the follow-up. Alberto Balde is the man who turns it home. A third for Middlesbrough right on half-time. It fell kindly for Alberto Balde, who couldn't miss from and dejected for held amongst this Wolves under-23s. They've been punished in this first half. Well, Middlesbrough are league leaders for a reason. Started this season strongly, trying to work their way back from a defeat against West in PL2 Division 2, and they have a commanding lead at half-time here at 3 goals without reply from James Collins' side. A little bit sluggish at times, a little bit sloppy. Did get into, haven't really crafted the chances that would give themselves plenty to do at half-time here. The Wolves under-23s coach, they will hope to see a much better improved performance in the second half. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back for the second half on Wolves TV. Teams coming back out for the second half here at Agborough. No sign of any changes for Wolves just yet. So here we go, second 45 minutes. Hopefully an improved second 45 from Wolves' point of view. They are going to need a little bit of a miracle to try and come back in this one. Trailing by 3-0 at third, right at the end of the first half. Right before half-time. Potentially the killer blow in the game. They have to believe. If Middlesbrough can score 3.5, so can Wolves. Bueno will get the throw. Wolves with Sondergaard in goal, Lonvijk, Tipton, Mayunga the back three, Bueno and Burr the wing backs. Cundall in possession now with Taylor Perry and Owen Hesketh in midfield. Mayunga finding Perry. Carty and Corbiano with the two up top. Here's Oscar Burr. Did get on the score sheet the other week. Lonvijk. Carly let it go. Taylor Perry, there was a hand in there. In the win over Fulham that Oscar Burr opened the scoring. Pascal Estrada and Meriton Shabani were also on the score sheet. No Shabani today. Estrada is amongst the substitutes. Big defender Luke Matheson, Rafael Naya, Hongguan and Jack Hodnett, who's a young midfielder, with the other subs. Cundall under pressure. Back to Tipton. Making his step up from the under-18s. Taylor Perry. Cundall. Get enough on it to find Oscar Burr. Kokolo driving forwards. Isaiah Jones on again to William Kokolo. It's not a bad ball in. It needed a touch from Tipton. Balde. Back to Isaiah Cornet. Sondergaard calling. Sondergaard claiming again. Have to feel sorry for Andreas Sondergaard. 3 goals conceded. I don't think he could have done much about any of them. And aside from that, it's not like his goal has been peppered with efforts, though Middlesbrough have been the better team. Difference is Middlesbrough have taken their chances. Lonvijk to Sondergaard. Wolves, on the other hand, have got into good positions, but haven't been able to get into range to pull the trigger. Lonvijk and Jones in strongly. Perry for Tipton. Mayunga. Here's Connor Carty. Corbiano is forwards. It was in towards Hesketh and actually clips the top of the crossbar as it goes through. I don't think he was intended to go for goal. Wolves will need all the luck they can find. Lonvike under real pressure. Burr. This is Kundal. Bueno. Was looking in field to Perry. We saw a foul on Baldet. Hackney, foot in by Lonvike. Carty attempted flick, Cornet back there. Gibson forwards, Kundal's header. Fletcher, Kundal snapping away. Burrell. Foot in by Mayunga. Will be a Middlesbrough throw. Hackney. Fletcher. Jack Robinson for Middlesbrough. William Kokolo. Isaiah Jones. Fletcher. Oh, hit the pass for Gibson. It was his goal that got the scoring started. Balde's cross. Blocked by the back of Taylor Perry. Looked like a sore one. Isaiah Cornet. Hackney again. Switching the play for Jones. Support from Kokolo. Hackney. They hit his own man. Fletcher, thankfully, didn't know where it was. Wolves will get the free kick. Tipton's ball couldn't find a teammate. Plenty of time for Zach Hemming. Run from Cornet. Could have been a handball in there from either side. Cornet's pass there intercepted by Bueno. Wolves trying to get a move on. Carty. Bueno's continued his run. Showing a bit of strength, and he's managed to keep that in. Still fighting, Hugo Bueno. Trying to wriggle his way clear. Hasn't he done well? Pick out Kundal. Hesketh. Mayunga. Bueno again. Kundal for Hugo Bueno. Ball in towards Burr, who I think was trying to set that for Taylor Perry, and actually hooked it with his right foot onto his own left foot. Here come Burr with Burrell. evading the challenge of Kundal. In goes Hugo Bueno. He's involved in almost everything at the minute. Robinson, Hackney, Piccolo for Jones, Lonvike stepping in. Here comes Nigel Lonvike for Taylor Perry. Support here from Kundal. Trying to switch it back for Corbianu. Two men with him. Support arriving from Hesketh, who will lift it in dangerously. Lonvike is still forwards. Oh, what a chance. What a glorious chance. A move started by Nigel Lonvike, stepping in and winning possession back, and he continued his run forwards. Wolves having to gamble a little bit more at being 3-0 down. And he looks to the heavens still, as he knows that could have been a big moment if Wolves are to get themselves back into this. Lovely ball in by Owen Hesketh. Just lifted it in, inviting for a teammate. It turned out to be a central defender rather than a striker who got on the end of it. That might just give a little bit more encouragement though, because that's a big opportunity that they've managed to craft. Middlesbrough will invariably sit back with a 3-0 lead. It's a chance for Wolves to turn the momentum their way. Here's Carty. It's not a bad ball in. Oh, the Burrs arriving. Oh, Taylor Perry with the heavy touch. Best spell of the game so far for Wolves, this. Burr trying to be unselfish. Maybe just a little bit too far behind Taylor Perry. Knew that he would need to take at least one touch to tee it up for himself. Can Wolves keep up that same tempo? Mayunga trying to step in. Lonvike does so. Here comes Hesketh. So under 23's team went through some difficult matches last season. That's off the back of the referee. They've had to learn the hard way. Football can be a cruel game. Not every defeat has been deserved. They were second best in the first half here though, and they've got to try and make amends for it in this second period, and they've started it well. Bueno on for Carty. Numbers trying to arrive in the penalty area again. Carty will settle for the corner. A chance for Mayunga, Tipton and Lonvike to make their way forwards. It'll be Corbianu to take. Carty in the 6-yard box. Mayunga, Tipton and Hesketh now joining them. Header away by Fletcher. Kundal for Bueno. Tried to lift it forwards towards Lonvike. Tipton was making his way back. Couldn't find a teammate though. And Jones with Kokolo racing up on the outside of him. Isaiah Jones against Lonvike. Support from Hayden Hackney. Kokolo. Hackney just ran direct at Hesketh and draws the free kick. Robinson and Hackney, the two stood over the ball. Hackney's already scored one free kick so far this afternoon. He's quite a way wider than his previous effort, but the route to the near post will be inviting. They've got options in the penalty area too, committed quite a few in there. It's Robinson this time, dangerous ball whipped all the way through. Burrell and Sykes were the two getting closest to it. There's Oscar Burr. Corbiano. Burr setting off again. Ran out of room. Ran out of options. Has to go infield to Kundal. Trying to slide it in for Corbiano. Kokolo with a sliding interception. Hesketh for Kundal. To Perry. Balde was back there with him. Breakaway on for Middlesbrough. Hackney. Burrell is offside as he runs in behind and misses the effort anyway. Corbiano, not seen enough of him today. Such a threat when he does get going. Bueno. Still trying to go here, Hugo Bueno. He's drawn another corner. I think he wants to have a word here, just the two issues going on. Connor Carty involved in the gold shirt. Hayden Hackney is already on a yellow card for Middlesbrough. Just a bit of a telling off. Change of corner taker. Luke Kundal over the ball. It's not a bad delivery. Oh, Lonvike climbed high. Seemed to hang in the air for a long time there, Nigel Lonvike. Came close with one opportunity a few minutes ago. Couldn't quite go on the end of that delivery. Flick on by Burrell. Alberto Balde. Support arriving from Gibson. Well, it leaves it for Fletcher. Tracked all the way by Kundal. Hackney. Oscar Burr with a throw. Lonvike. It's closed down quickly. Ruman Burrell. Sondergaard finding Bueno. Back to Miyunga. Maybe a little bit of activity on the Wolves bench coming soon. Harry for Tipton. Hesketh. Burr. Corbiano. Burr's continued his run. Corbiano still going. Gibson on the floor there. Carty. He and Perry rather getting in each other's way. Carty with a strike. Needed a comfortable save from Zach Hemming. Might well be the first time in the game that Wolves have tested the Middlesbrough goalkeeper. Have been much better in this second half. much more of a threat. Lundvik with the interception, gets it back from Oscar Burke. Seen more of the one-touch play from Wolves second half as well that we know they can produce. Mayunga. Bueno. Powerful run from him, just passed too far ahead of Hesketh. Condell, Burr, here's Taylor Perry. Trying to feed it in for Carty, that's too much of him. Caught in two minds, maybe Taylor Perry. Whether he should try and go for goal on his weaker foot or slide in a teammate. Went to try and find Connor Carty. Didn't come off, and the frustration was there to see. If they can get themselves one goal, give a little bit of hope and belief back, growing confidence. Perry for Lundvik. Dink pass to find Condell. Hugo Bueno. Crowded out that time, but Condell arriving to help out. Bueno, Condell was caught late, Bueno took a tumble. Go back for the initial challenge on Condell. Mayunga short to Condell. Tipton. There's Corbiano. Burr. Corbiano continuing on the charge. Piccolo was getting back to him. Still Theo Corbiano. Here's Hesketh arriving. Strong, powerful run. Tried to pull it back for Carty rather than going for goal, and it was Joe Gibson who got the interception. Hesketh will take the corner. Tipton's gone near post. Little flick on, oh, and it was Lundvik arriving. Again, Nigel Lundvik, the best positioned out of all the Wolves attacking players. The big central defender, who's now got to try and get back into his defensive position. Jones. And to drive at Condell. Support from Kokolo. Hanging, inviting cross. Balde going down. Fletcher. In comes the challenge of Hugo Bueno. Condell. Game's opening up more and more now. Hesketh. Burr making the run outside of him. Perry's in the penalty area. It's a bit too deep for him. This is Corbiano. Oh, Theo Corbiano trying to beat his man. Not enough room to try the trick. Well, Nigel Lundvik, sometimes it's not your day, it's not your day. 3 opportunities inside the 6-yard box. One headed over, one he couldn't quite reach. Second just evaded him as he came flying in. On another day, the Dutch defender could have had a hat-trick. Burrell getting the better of Tipton and of Lundvik. Ruben Burrell lifting it over, back off the woodwork. The crossbar coming to Wolves' rescue with Andreas Sondergaard beaten. And here comes Bueno at the other end, driving on. Carty's inside of him. Still Hugo Bueno. Connor Carty. Wolves have got one back. Connor Carty with the finish. There is a lifeline for the under-23s. Seconds after they nearly went 4-0 down, they break down the other end. And Connor Carty with a finish. Burt for Lundvik. Now here's Connor Carty trying to switch the play to Hugo Bueno. What a good ball. Bueno's made one already, trying to make a second as he goes driving on. It will be a goal kick. Mayunga will get the throw. Lundvik. Kundal. Kundal again. Perry on the turn, he'll get the free kick. There may be a card coming for Alberto Balde. Referee taking a disliking to trying to stop the Swift Wolves attack. Another goal back here for Wolves with 20 minutes to go. Make things very interesting. Hesketh for Tipton. Corbiano. Oscar Burr in space. Able to try and drive on. Can he pick someone out? He nearly found Perry. Bueno trying to get there. Oh, Hugo Bueno. Wouldn't quite sit for him. He's been involved in so much good play for Wolves second half. Hugo Bueno deserves a goal. Couldn't quite find it there. Whether it's Middlesbrough just taking their eye off it a bit, taking the foot off the gas a little bit from half time. Jones up against Lundvik. Lundvik with a challenge. It's going to drop to Burrell though. Here's Ruben Burrell, and there is Middlesbrough's 3-goal lead restored. Just when they'd got a little bit of hope. Ruben Burrell denied by the crossbar a few minutes ago. Not to be denied there. Change coming. It's Isaiah Cornett being replaced.
Middlesbrough substitution number 10, Isaiah Cornett, replaced by 12, Harry Green.
Harry Green is on. Here's Burr, or heavy touch. Well, it was a fun few minutes when we thought the incredible comeback could be on. 3 more goals needed in 17 minutes remaining for the under-23s. It's not beyond the realms. Here's Carty. Bueno on his weaker right foot, and he finds the roof of the stand. Hemming's kick. Hesketh's header forwards. Hackney got the better of Perry. Jones. Burrell. Jones on for the run of Harry Green. It was Bueno backtracking in his own penalty area. Was there to cover. William Kakolo with the throw. Roman Burrell frustrated. The officials deemed the ball to come off him. Mayunga. Bueno in a more advanced position. Couldn't find Carty that time. Cundle and Green challenging. Cundle did well to come away with the ball and finding Bueno and continuing the run as well. Luke Cundle captain today. Mayunga to Hesketh. First pass finding Burr. Corbiano out wide. 2 for company. Won't worry him. Managed to get his cross in. Carty. Oh, he was trying to thread it through the eye of a needle to find Taylor Perry. Gibson with a clearance. Tipton and Burrell challenging. And Tipton's going to get the free kick. Bueno giving chase, but the ball will beat him. Middlesbrough have a man down, needing a little bit of treatment. We'll give pause, and a change will come for those in old gold. The final 14 minutes or so. Middlesbrough will have to make a change as well. Double change for Wolves. So Luke Matheson is one of them. So Connor Carty going off, Jack Hodnett coming on, and Oscar Burr, the other man to be replaced for Luke Matheson. Jack Hodnett, primarily a midfielder really. Wolves without a recognised striker on the bench. Alberto Balde going off. Andrew Wilson, I think it is, who's come on. Or maybe Cole Kiernan. I think it's Kiernan. Perry trying to force his way through here. Taylor Perry for Hodnett. First introduction was close. Shaped it well onto his left foot, Jack Hodnett. That would have been a big moment for him. Kokolo. Green, intercepted by Lonvike. Matheson to Perry. Hodnett. On to Perry, continuing his run here, Jack Hodnett. And he thought Perry had continued his. Unfortunately for Wolves, he just evaded them. Jack Hodnett is another name that will be fresh to many. And he's 17. He's been at the club for a decade. From Telford. He'll be 18 in January. There goes Burrell up against Mayunga. And will be a Middlesbrough throw into the final 10 minutes. Fletcher. Support from Gibson. Green. It's closed down enough by Hugo Bueno. It will be a Middlesbrough corner though. Everybody back defending the penalty area in all gold. Middlesbrough got 4 to aim for. Oh, and a big opportunity. There's a foul on Sondergaard. It was Cole Kiernan. He got his head to it. There's 2 balls on the pitch. Mayunga trying to find Corbiano. He'll go out of play. We'll get your reaction to this game. That'll be available across the usual social media channels and at wolves.co.uk. Wolves TV back on Monday evening with Matchday Live Extra. Chris Owolowo and Carla Kimi, part of our team, alongside myself and Andy Thompson. Hopefully be joined by Kevin Foley and Neil Collins from the United States. 2 former Wolves teammates making their way in managerial game. There's a missed kick that Sondergaard needs to deal with. Bit of an awkward bounce. Ball eventually has gone out, and here's a Wolves throw. Matchday Live Extra. Oh, yeah, 45 minutes before kick-off. You can watch via Wolves TV at wolves.co.uk or via YouTube too. Bueno went chasing, but the ball evaded him. Another Middlesbrough throw. A bit of note for the under-23s, by the way, the draw for the second round of the EFL Trophy will be made this evening. Wolves finished second in their group behind Oldham. It is still regional at this stage of the competition. Corbiano just about kept it in. Here he is again. He's getting another throw, and Corbiano losing his footing. Wolves could possibly be drawn against Fleetwood, Salford, Shrewsbury, Port Vale, Accrington, Stanley, Hull, and Manchester City's under-21s in the northern part of the second round draw of the EFL Trophy. Slight pause as Nigel Lundvik getting some treatment for what looks like cramp. To be played in the week commencing 7th of December, whoever they draw. Wolves one of 7 under-21 sides from the 16 invited that have made it through. As Lundvik is replaced, Pascal Estrada into the action.
Wolves substitution, Nigel Lundvik is replaced by Pascal Estrada.
Alright, just to give you some kind of idea of the achievement by the under-21s as they were in that competition to get through. Villa, Newcastle, Liverpool, Leeds, Southampton, Chelsea, West Brom, Brighton and Fulham, all their under-21s going out. Fabio Silva got a couple in the all-important win at Doncaster last time out. Back with the first team, of course. Maybe you'll get to see him in the under-23s, the under-21s a couple more times. And a good chance to get some game time, get some goals. Tipton. What a good ball to try and pick out Bueno, who hasn't stopped running this afternoon. Corbiano. He's had a go. Straight down the throat of Zach Hemming. There's the slight awkwardness of the way the fixtures have fallen this weekend, with first team not playing till Monday. And the 23s have often played on a Monday afternoon, and had it been they on Monday and the first team playing tonight or tomorrow, you might have seen perhaps the likes of Christian Marquez, Lewis Richards, Owen Otazawi, Vitinha has featured in PL2 Division 2 this season. Of course, Fabio Silva in the last game. Kiana Hoover featured in the last game as well. No Meriton Shabani or Chem Campbell through injury. So an even younger and more inexperienced side than usual. Found it really hard going in the first half. Been much better in the second, much more competitive. They got one. Created enough chances to get a couple more. Middlesbrough change. Coming off, Andrew Wilson coming on. Fletcher. Younger. Didn't want to see him going any further. He's going to find his way. Only Corbianu left forwards. Sondergaard will claim. It's a Middlesbrough team who put 6 past Sunderland a couple of weeks ago. It's got 4 here. Only Leeds it's coming into this round of matches. Wolves are not that far behind. What's the difference defensively? Only 6 goals conceded this season by Middlesbrough now. 15 for Wolves. Middlesbrough threatening to try and get a 5th. Enough done there by Tipton. As Keenan went driving up. Cundall for Perry, rolls his man. 3 minutes being added on. Here's Hodnett. Perry. Hesketh with a strike. Enough time maybe for Wolves here. Just to narrow the depth. It was giving him the option for a short one. Cundall's delivery, quite fine Tipton. Cundall again. Going to come for, Hesketh was like interception. And Isaiah Jones with support. Ibsen, but Jones trying to go it alone. Through to Sondergaard. Winning the free kick. Tipton. Strada. Hodnett ahead of him. Perry to try and have a go. Not his day. Not the U23's day. Much improved second half. They gave themselves too much to do. First 45 minutes. Appearance. Perry couldn't quite get there. Kokolo. And the final action. Defeat for James Collins and his under-23s. 3-0 down at half. That was going to be an uphill battle to try and take something from this one. They got themselves with the first of the season, first at this level, especially from run by Hugo Bueno, who was one of the standout players in the second half before. They're all to try and get back into it. Nigel Lundvik headed over from another. Good, quite enough. And when Ruman Burrell restored the that was pretty much that. They'll learn a lot from it. the lessons and try and improve for next time out. It'll be online at wolves.co.uk and across our social media. This on Monday night when the first team return from the international break again. 45 minutes before kick-off, Matchday Live Extra will be with you for that one.